All right, so we have a 2002 Jeep Wrangler here, and we have a fault code for throttle position sensor voltage high. I have a couple tips and tricks that I like to use when I diagnose these type of fault codes, so I'm going to share those with you right here. First thing I'm going to do is get a wiring diagram. You could see none of the pins on this are labeled, and it's a little bit annoying to scroll back and forth through different diagrams. So you could always just search a pinout view of the connector and you could see it's very simple. It's a 5-volt supply, a sensor signal, and then we have a ground. So we're going to be checking those. So we're probed into the 5-volt reference and the sensor ground showing 5.1 volts. So we have a good 5-volt reference right now at the sensor. Moving our test leads here to the sensor ground and the signal wire of the throttle position sensor, we can manipulate voltage here. We have our 5 volts, which matches the scan tool. Scan tool's a little lower. That's all right for this. It's going to be like that sometimes. We're going to take our lead from the signal and just put it on the ground, and you'll see the voltage goes down to 0. And then I'll take it off and you'll see it goes back to the 5 volts. This is just showing the circuit is capable of being pulled down to ground. There's no shorts to ground. There's no open circuit. The PCM logic is verified that it could react to the different voltages. So with that signal wire still jumped to ground, we're going to reread the fault codes, and now we have a different fault code for voltage low. So this is just verifying PCM logic. That other fault code went away. So this is just a good way to verify that the PCM logic is correct. All right, so that's just a really quick way to test 5-volt reference systems. I like to just utilize scan data and manipulate the 5 volts to ground and just see if the data changes. Seeing it change just ensures that there's no wiring issues and everything is good to go from there. So depending on the style of it, I'll either add 5 volts to one of the signals or I'll pull the signal down to ground. You could watch the fault code change from a circuit high to a circuit low, or vice versa, depending on how the circuit is. Some of them are like a bias 5 volts and get pulled down, and some of them are just at 0 and they get pulled up. So it depends on the setup of it, but you can always utilize jumping 5 volts or ground on the circuit, viewing live data, and this is just going to show you that the ECM is capable of receiving the different values, and there's no wiring issues, and there's no issues with the computer being able to determine the voltages coming in. So just a really quick 5-volt reference tip. I love testing these. They're super simple to test, very quick little test method. So hope you guys enjoyed that one.